Hey, Rich. And to you, did you have a good Christmas? Hey, Hannah, that's okay. I don't even know how long I'm going to be on here for. I'm literally just going to go through my sample. Like, I've been taking stuff out of here. I'm figuring out what I'm going to take with me when I go away on my little holiday, my little beach holiday. Yeah, I like quiet Christmases as well. I'm going to go away. So I'm going to be away for about 10 days. And I'm thinking I'm only going to take like 3. I've never done this before, but I'm only going to take like 3 fragrances with me, or samples of fragrances, and just wear those. And some days I'll probably not wear anything at all. Hello, Gina. How are you? Merry Christmas. Yeah, I don't know how entertaining this this live stream will be for anyone, but I guess I can show you the last cup. I actually bought a couple of bottles on eBay the other week, which were kind of spontaneous purchases, but I was lucky enough to find a bottle of Dior Homme Intense, and this is like the older bottle to the ones that are out now. Hi, Coco. Hello. And I have a sample of the current one, which is what Hannah sent me. But I wouldn't mind doing a comparison between this and the one I've got. Just so you know, this particular bottle, according to the batch code, is a 2019 bottle, which I think is kind of like one of the last ones that came in this design. If anyone knows different, feel free to correct me. And the other thing I purchased from the same seller on eBay, by the way, is this tester of Le Basseur du Dragon from Cartier. And this is actually a blind buy. And a couple of people who I follow on Instagram talk about this, and it got me interested in it. And I was particularly interested in the almond or amaretto note. Hello, Très Bon Earth. Happy Chanukah. And it was a good blind buy because this smells really good. I do like, it has really got a really good simulated amaretto. Oh, it's a good opening. And let me know if anyone smelled those. Okay, tell me what you're all wearing and start a little bit of a conversation here. Excuse me. Ah, okay. My mispronunciation. I'm non-religious, so I'm not good with all the holidays. Hey, Amy, lovely to see you. Okay, so Justin's wearing Kidarusi, the EDP. My scent of the day is Sartorial by Penhaligon's with its little bow tie. John, imaginary authors. Which one? Whispered Myths. Okay. Lovely. Number 5, EDT. Never goes out of style unless you're a young person. Yeah, so I'm actually going to be going away for a very short, short, 10 days beach holiday. It's going to be warm weather all the way. It's going to be humid. And I've decided, just because it's also a new year and I plan on approaching my perfume wearing a little bit differently in the new year, I'm only going to take a few fragrances with me, all suited to the weather. Any particular ones you like, Amy? All the incense, hey? I'm actually going to take my sample of L'Orpheline by Serge Lutin, just as something to wear in the evening. Yeah, you have mentioned ocean leather to me before. I've got to remember, I'm going to go into town tomorrow. There's a department store that does stock Mimo, and I'll see if they've got ocean leather there. So I'm going to take a decant of Paris Edinburgh with me. I'm also going to take a decant of Debaser by DS Durga. And I'm just deciding on whether to take one or two more. No, John, but again, where I'll be going tomorrow, they do stock Wilhelm, and I'll see if they have got it there. Let's see. I'm just spraying on some Galleria by Milano Fragranze. All right, so we have a bottle of Chanel Boy arriving tomorrow. Nice. I actually got that for my birthday a few years ago. Yeah, Chanel Boy was my first one from Les Exclusives as well, and it surprised me. It's a good one. I mean, I know some people it reminds them of some specific domestic cleaning products, but I love it. L'Orpheline. Okay. When I smelled L'Orpheline, I didn't know what to expect, and I was pleasantly surprised. So that's why I want to give it more wears. All right. Yes, Oris Eros. Well, I mean, I love Paris Edinburgh. I've been wanting to get it for a long time. number 22. I have not smelled number 22. All right, so Hannah, I'm going away for 10 days. Give me a number. Give me a number of samples to take, and I'm stuck with those, and that's all I'm going to wear. Oh, nice. I have smelled Dev 4, Amy, from Olympic Orchids, and I really like that one. Avignon, I had a bottle of. Bois d'Armani is beautiful. And I have been wanting to smell Rêve d'Ocean by Orissa Legrand. Yeah, it's got a great evolution, in my opinion, anyway. Yes, it's Amy. Debaser is one of the best figs I've smelled. I've only been put off because it's expensive. It is expensive, but I'll give it a go. I've got enough for a few wears here, and maybe it'll convince me to buy. And I also have a bunch of samples here of a lot of stuff that I haven't tried before. Cherie from the Top Note sent me some samples. There's a couple of things that she's heard me talk about wanting to wear again, like when I mentioned the Tom Ford Noir Extreme and the Tom Ford for Femme. There is a Nila Vermeer here, the Mohair Extrait. There's an Annick Goutal, Cherie. Yeah, so I've got lots of options. Okay. Oh, now I need to try Profumum Roma Ignusa. I'm probably not pronouncing it right. I didn't know if it comes in a travel size. So if it does, it's good. Hello, Mitchell Ho. Man. Oh, you want me to put a decanting video together? I can give you a very, very quick example of how I decant if you want. So I have a couple of these mini funnels. Okay. So if I were to, let's say, I'll see if I can find. So if I wanted to decant one of my bottles into a sprayer like this, I would literally just spray into the funnel. Okay, so there's nothing so like complicated about it. You just have to, take care that you're watching what you're doing and it's not spraying all over the place. But if you've got bottles that you can take the sprayer off, like Serge Lutin bottles, or if you've got dabbers, I have some plastic pipettes, and it's just suctioning up and putting them in the sprayer. Now, I know that some people will buy syringes, those plastic syringes, and literally attach them to the top and suck them out that way, and then inject them into the travel spray. And that's how I do it anyway. If anyone has other methods for decanting, feel free to mention them. Okay, did you use them all on the 8 days? Hi, Zaken. I am flying, so it's a 2-hour flight. I'm going up north, and I'm away for 10 days. So you think 15 samples? That seems like a lot to me. If the DS Durga travel sizes are roll on, I'll probably avoid it. I don't know. I just don't like the experience of roll on fragrance. All right, so maybe I was thinking a number of perfumes, any number between 5 and 10. Okay. Now, has anyone got any vacation or holidays planned? This is a very good question, Justin, because I used to own Dior Homme Original, and it was not the silver stem that everyone likes or thinks is the best version. I just had the regular black stem, and I really, really liked Dior Homme Original. But I did sell it some time ago, and it was kind of more to do with the fact that I wasn't wearing it that often. Now that I have the Dior Homme Intense, I am contemplating getting Dior Homme Original again. There's a place that, well, I've got to make sure I'm getting Dior Homme Original and not the 2020 Dior Homme, because they're completely different. I remember Dior Homme Original having more citrus in the opening. I don't remember it having as much cardamom as the Dior Homme Intense. The iris was the common denominator. The cocoa part of it was less prominent as well. I just feel like it was a brighter version compared to the Dior Homme Intense, almost like a daytime, nighttime option. I mean, that's kind of a little bit cliche, but that's how I view them a little bit. Yeah. It's great. I don't have an opinion on whether this is better than the original. I do know that I prefer this to Dior Homme Parfum easily. Now, apparently, Dior are releasing a new Dior Homme Parfum. Has anyone here smelled it? Does it even smell different? So I'm still waiting for a number 2 from you, Hannah. Okay. Okay, January 1. Yeah, Dior Homme Parfum definitely has its fans. I'm just not one of them. There is a whole group of people that prefer it to Dior Homme Intense. I kind of just felt like it was a little bit, compared to Dior Homme Intense, a little two-dimensional. If there was one fragrance that I might still get it. This is all I have left of Angelique Noir from Guerlain, and I think I'm definitely going to end up getting a bottle of this sometime this year or sometime in 2025. Oh, right. Okay. And I don't even know what to make of this. So people are saying in their reviews that it's more like Dior Homme Intense with more mass appeal. I wonder what they've done to make it more mass appeal. Extreme performance. Does it even need extreme performance? Thanks for that, Carl. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to, I guess, I'm fortunate enough to be going back to Esxence in February, and in particular being in Milan. It's definitely the one thing I look forward to is not so much the show itself, but going to the perfumeries and the department stores that seem to get, well, they'll have stuff there that I can smell that I just can't smell here in Australia. That's really one of the things I'm looking forward to. It's interesting though, because Dior Homme Intense lasts a long time on my skin, but it's not a huge projector for me, but I can smell it all day. Okay. So do you reckon, it sounds like they're trying to align Dior Homme Parfum a little bit more with the new Dior Homme line, like the Dior Homme 2020, if that's what people are getting from it. This is a good question because I know some of you don't follow me on Instagram, but I posted a brands list for Esxence that they currently have, and there's so many brands there that I haven't literally not heard of, and there's only like really out of that list, maybe I can name 4 or 5 that I'm definitely going to want to go and smell. And then when I'm there, I'll probably smell others that, will surprise me in a good way. But this year, this coming year, the Parfums MDCI or Medici, who do Chez Palatin and Invasion Barbier. They're going to have a stand there, which they didn't last year, and I'm pretty excited to smell their stuff and sample it properly. And other than that, off the top of my head, there's actually not that many. So like I said, I'm kind of even more excited about going to the perfumeries in Milan, the department stores, because they just have so much stuff that I can't smell here. And last year I got to smell the Cartier exclusive line, the leather. I think they're called the leather line, and they have those at the department store there. Yeah, so sorry I couldn't be more specific about what I'm looking forward to smelling. I really need to make a short list of brands. Féminite Dubois by Serge Lutens. Will I be able to get into Esxence every day or just a public day? The first days. So, John, how it works is that the first 3 days, yes, are for vendors, but they also allow perfume content creators, vloggers, bloggers, perfume journalists, and they can get in, but they have to get accreditation beforehand. So when I applied for my accreditation, essentially I gave them my details and I gave them the link to my YouTube channel so they could see that I was someone who talks about perfume, and I was given accreditation to go on each of the first 3 days. If it's just someone who loves perfume, unfortunately they are restricted to the final day, which is the public day. I mean, it's incredibly crowded anyway, even without the general public. So it'll be interesting to see what it's like this time around. Mitchell, I imagine it will be at some point, but like every other release, probably later. And if the launch is January 1st, which is in the Northern Hemisphere winter, I expect it to be launched for our winter, probably May, June, April at the earliest. That's how it normally works here. So we get everything later. Okay, so Carl, this is the new Bois Talisman is the new La Collection Privé by Dior, or what are they called now? Dior Privé, the exclusive Dior. I read a little bit on Base Notes about what the note list is for this one, and it sounds like it's vanilla, and I think one of the other notes listed was sugar. So it sounds really sweet to me. But it's interesting that they've called it that. It's so interesting to me, John, why very particular things are available, say, in places like Canada, but then not in the States. I mean, I guess it's got to be down to sales, you would think. I don't know. If anyone in the comments knows why there is some things are available there and not. Do you think he's going to do anything good at Dior? Has he done anything? Like, maybe he has and I haven't smelled it. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure, did you mention maybe to me that you had seen them in stores, the new Dior Homme Perfume? John, if you're referring to the sugar, I only read that it was part of the note list, so I don't think I don't know how the fragrance companies created the note. I mean, it could be headspace technology or anything like that, but I imagine there is a sweetness. Sugar does have a smell as well, so they probably recreated that. Okay, New Year's Day is Dior Homme Parfum Day. Okay. I wonder if they've just posted them, they got the stock and posted them and then realized they couldn't sell them. All right. I want early reports if anyone gets to smell Dior Homme Parfum, especially if you've smelled the older version. The thing is, I kind of wish that he wasn't even rumored to be redoing anything else. I would love Dior to just release something brand new. But I know, that's a little bit idealistic. All right. So I think given the feedback I've gotten is that I think I've decided I'm going to take about 8 to 10 different samples with me. And that way I don't get too bored. Because, this is the main purpose of this live stream. Also to say hello to everyone. I only decided to do it. Absolutely agree. And it's interesting also. I don't know what the mechanics of it are. He's clearly the head house perfumer for Dior, but MFK is still operating, and I just wonder how he divides his time. I wish I didn't know that. But on the one hand, I'm very glad that they're discontinuing those bottles. Maybe they've heard all the feedback about how crappy those bottles are. I personally don't like them from a practical sense. Hopefully they're just moving the perfumes into different bottles. But when they've got 20%, is there one from the Gratte-Ciel line that I want? No, the one I want is in a bell jar. Well, you heard it here, everyone. Get on that. See, I won't have access to that because they don't ship here. Yeah, all right. I'm going to do that, Gina. 5 for the daytime, 3 for the evening. I had a great Christmas, Dan. Hope you did as well, and everybody else. Yeah, it was actually a kind of, I think initially when I'd heard about him going to Dior, I was excited. But then again, because, and I'll tell you why, it was because I was always of the opinion that he actually did, well, my favorite perfumes of his were ones that he actually did for other brands and not for Maison Francis Kurkdjian. I thought he did his best work. I mean, Dior Au Noir is the only Dior privé that I own, and he created that. And then it was weird. He came over and he redid that. He redid a couple, and he's kind of just done flankers. Well, I get why people don't like the bell jars because they don't have sprayers and they're probably going to be more expensive. I don't know. Are the bell jars more expensive than the gratte-ciel per mil? If they just put all the surge in those classic rectangular bottles, I'd be happy. Wow, nice work. All right, you guys, I'm going to end the stream because I had no intention of doing anything long, and obviously I had not planned this. And I just wanted to say hi to everybody and get some feedback and see what you're all wearing. And I'm going to go. And I only got to do this because I'm on holidays and I don't have a lot to do. Or maybe I'll have to do a decanting videos when I get a bell jar, or you can just get one of these and put it in the sprayer. That's how I actually, so I've got a Chanel No. 5 Eau de Cologne, which is a splash bottle, and I basically just decant into a sprayer, and that's what I use to wear it. Thank you, Gina. Well, I'm not going to tell you what I'm taking because I haven't decided. I was more concerned about the number. I'm definitely taking Paris Edinburgh. I'm definitely taking De Besa. I'm going to take this. This is Galleria from Milano Fragranze. I'm going to take L'Orpheline. And the others I haven't decided yet. Okay, that's a good point. That's a good point. All right, everybody. Thank you, John. We smell very sweet. Have a great New Year's Eve. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Well, we'll definitely go and I'm definitely planning on going to Bougie stand as well. I didn't realize I was going to launch anything new. Cool. Have a great New Year's Eve, everybody. And I'm going to do some videos from the beach, and I'll see you then. Maybe even live stream from there. Who knows? All right. Bye, everyone. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it.